The most feared fighter jet in history just got resurrected, and nobody saw it coming. For 15 years, the F-22 Raptor sat in the shadows. Production stopped in 2011. Only 187 were ever built. The Air Force called it too expensive, too exclusive, a Cold War relic that couldn't justify its own price tag anymore. But right now, in hangars at Edwards Air Force Base, something is happening that's about to change everything you thought you knew about American air power. Lockheed Martin just unveiled a scale model. They're calling it Raptor 2. And what's hiding under that name is a $9 billion transformation so advanced, the Air Force is now saying this jet will fly until 2060. Let that sink in. A jet designed in the 1980s, flying for 80 years total, still feared by every Air Force on the planet. If you think you know the F-22, you don't know this version. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll understand why China and Russia are watching this upgrade with real concern. And if military aviation is your thing, hit that subscribe button right now, because Aero Strike breaks down exactly what's happening in the skies before anyone else does. Why the Raptor needed saving. Here's the brutal truth nobody likes to admit. The F-22 Raptor is old. It first flew in 1997. It entered service in 2005. By military aircraft standards, that makes it a senior citizen. And for years, critics said the same thing. It's a museum piece. China's J-20 is catching up. Russia's Su-57 is more flexible. Just retire it and wait for the F-47. But here's what those critics missed. The Raptor's bones, its airframe, its thrust vectoring engines, its stealth shaping, were so far ahead of their time that even 30 years later, nothing else flying today can match its raw air dominance performance. Mach 2.25 speed, a radar cross-section so small, engineers compared it to a steel marble in the sky. The problem was never the jet. The problem was everything bolted onto it. Outdated sensors, maintenance-heavy stealth coatings that failed in humid weather, limited range that left it dependent on tankers. So instead of scrapping the most dominant air superiority fighter ever built, the Pentagon made a different call. Rebuild it from the inside out. What Raptor 2 actually means. This is where it gets serious. The Raptor 2 program isn't paint and patches. It's a near total internal transformation. And here's exactly what's going into it. First, the stealth coating. The original Raptor's skin was infamous. Beautiful in theory, a nightmare in humidity, requiring 3 full weeks of maintenance just to keep its radar and visibility intact. The new coating is tougher, faster to repair, and barely dents the jet's signature. Spotters have already caught a strange, mirror-like finish during test flights. A multi-spectral coating designed to hide the jet from radar, infrared cameras, and potentially even the human eye, all at once. Second, range. This was the Raptor's biggest weakness for 2 decades. Short legs, forced to rely on tankers in contested airspace, which is exactly where you don't want to be vulnerable. The new low-drag stealthy external fuel tanks changed that completely, adding roughly 850 nautical miles of extra combat radius, without giving up its radar-evading shape. For the first time, the Raptor can go deep into hostile territory and come home without begging for fuel from a tanker that might not survive contact. Third, the weapons. The jet is being wired to carry the AIM-260 Joint Advanced Tactical Missile, a next-generation air-to-air weapon built specifically to outrange and outthink Chinese and Russian missile systems. Pair that with new infrared search and track pods, sensors that can detect enemy aircraft passively, without ever switching on a radar that could give away its position, and you've got a jet that sees first and shoots first, without ever being seen itself. The part nobody is talking about. Now here's the detail that should genuinely shock you. The Raptor isn't just being upgraded to fight alone anymore. It's being turned into a commander. Under the new system, F-22s are being wired to control MQ-20 Avenger drones, autonomous loyal wingmen that can scout ahead, soak up enemy fire, or strike targets all while the human pilot stays back in relative safety, directing the swarm. This is the exact battle concept the Air Force is building its entire future fleet around. A small number of elite, exquisite manned fighters, commanding a much larger web of expendable drones. And the Raptor, a jet some people wanted retired 5 years ago, is now becoming the test bed for that entire strategy. If you want to understand how America plans to fight wars in the next 2 decades, you don't look at the F-47 concept art. You look at what they're doing to this 30-year-old airframe right now. Don't forget to like this video if this is blowing your mind the way it's blowing mine, because there's more. Why this matters right now. This isn't a theoretical upgrade sitting in a Pentagon binder somewhere. The F-22 has already been doing real work in 2026. It was deployed as part of a major joint operation against Iran, flying alongside refueling tankers in what was described as one of the largest concentrations of American air power assembled in a generation. Meanwhile, China isn't standing still. The PLAAF now operates around 300 J-20 stealth fighters, and they're fast-tracking the J-35 alongside 2 secretive new 6th-generation designs. Numbers matter in a fight. China is building stealth jets at a pace the US simply cannot match plane for plane. Which is exactly why upgrading, rather than retiring, the Raptor became non-negotiable. America doesn't have the numbers to lose its best platform while waiting on the next one. And there's a political layer too. Former President Trump has publicly pushed for what he called an F-22 Super, describing it as the most beautiful fighter jet in the world and promising a very modern version moving forward quickly. Whatever you think of the politics, the message lines up with what's already happening on the test ranges. The Raptor isn't fading away. It's being rebuilt into something the Air Force needs to survive the next 15 years. The bridge to the future. Here's the bigger picture. The F-47, the actual 6th-generation successor, is still years from full combat readiness, and some projections now push that timeline into the 2040s. That's a dangerous gap if your most advanced fighter retires before its replacement shows up. Raptor 2 closes that gap. It's not meant to replace the F-47. It's meant to make sure America never has a single day without a credible answer to anything China or Russia puts in the sky. Every dollar spent on this upgrade buys time, and in a potential great power conflict, time might be the most valuable resource the Pentagon has. So when people say the F-22 is obsolete, they're missing the entire point. This was never about keeping an old jet alive out of nostalgia. This is a calculated decision to stretch the most dominant air superiority platform in history across the most dangerous decade in modern air power, until something even more lethal is finally ready to take its place. The Raptor was supposed to fade quietly into retirement. Instead, it's being reborn as the most dangerous bridge fighter America has ever built, one that can hunt alone, command drones, and strike from further away than ever before. If this video gave you a new level of respect for the F-22, smash that like button. Drop a comment telling me what jet you want broken down next, the F-47, the Su-57, or China's mystery 6th-gen fighters, and subscribe to Aero so you never miss a deep dive like this one. I'll see you in the next video.